Hey everybody, welcome to the last day of school. It certainly does not feel like a quote unquote normal last day of school because it has not been a normal end of the school year. And I just wanted to say before I read the last book of the school year, it's actually called Schools because I thought that would go well together. I really wanted to say thank you for being so courageous and so brave and so patient and persistent and using your perseverance tools to make it through the end of this year. It's an interesting example, I think, because it's not like any of us chose to be courageous. We were all put into a situation where we just had to. We just had to do things differently and do our very best at learning lots of new things and try to keep a positive attitude while we explored and learned and tried new things. And I'm sure most of you, I know for me, had moments of frustration and feeling overwhelmed. And I think that's super, super normal. And I think it's also a really good reminder of how much we love being at school together. So I cannot wait until we are able to be back at Vestal in school learning together. And I don't know exactly when that will be or what that will look like, but we will continue to be brave and courageous and learn together and stay connected. I like to say that we're all together even though we're apart right now. And we will continue to do that. So our last story for the school year seems an appropriate one. It's called Schools Around the World. This is a really simple and short little book, but I think it's really cute. And it's a good reminder that schools everywhere are a little bit different and that everywhere in the world right now is also experiencing changing the way they do things. Schools everywhere. Children go to school all over the world. Children go to school to learn. We know that part. Different types of schools. Some schools are in cities, like ours is in Portland. Some schools are in the country. Some schools are outside. This school is on a boat. Those are two places where I often forget that some places are having school all the time, always outside and always on a boat. Some schools are at home, and now we can all say we have experienced that. Some children talk to their teachers on the internet. You guys are all experts at that now through Google Classroom and Seesaw. How do children get to school? Some children go to school on a bicycle. I know a lot of you do. Some children walk to school. And a lot of you walk to Vestal, but our area certainly looks different than this area. Some children go to school on a boat. Some I'm having a hard time today. Some children go to school on a bus. That looks more familiar, but this sure looks interesting. What do children learn at school? Children learn to read and write. Children learn to do math. Children learn about other countries. Children learn about art and music. The cool thing about this is you think children all over the world learn to read and write, but not all in English. They learn to read and write in their own languages, and some in English also. What else do children do at school? Children meet their friends at school. Children eat at school. What else do you do at school that hasn't been mentioned yet in this book? Probably lots of things. Schools are different all over the world. What do you like to do at school? Think about this year that just ended, and if you go way, way back to, let's say, October, that feels so long ago. What were some things you liked to do at school in October? What about during January? And what about this month when you were doing things from your own home? Here's a map of schools around the world. They show different pictures of one from Europe, one from Asia, or actually two from Asia, one from Africa, one from South America. And it shows that a country is a place that is away from towns and cities. Another word they used was internet, which I know you guys are aware of. Internet is ways of using computers that allows people who are far away to share information. That's an interesting definition because in this case, it allowed people who were even close to each other but couldn't see each other in person to share information. And that is the end of this story. What types of schools are there? Schools around the world. Hey, so school is over for this year, but we will stay in close contact and we will be ready for school next year.